Hi you guys, I'm Lori Todd, the social studies coach for the district. Welcome to the White River Light Station, where we're going to map our hike. So as we're standing here, we're looking for landmarks. Landmarks are going to help us map our hike. A landmark is an important bush or building or chair or something that reminds you of a place. You do this every day without thinking. Take a look. Here's one of my landmarks. So as I said before, this is the White River Light Station. Do you see the glass room at the top with the little point on it? That is where the light is held. The light shines so that people that are in boats don't crash into the shore. They're able to see it because of the bright light. It warns the fishermen and the ship's captains. So this is a great landmark for us. All right, so we're gonna walk down the pier, and this is not something that you're gonna see in Cincinnati. This is actually in a little town called Whitehall, Michigan. And as we're walking, you're gonna hear some water. So this is called the channel. This is a channel between two lakes, Lake Michigan and White Lake. So on this side, you can see some additional landmarks. Things like rocks, a trash can. I know people don't think of these things as landmarks, but that's exactly what they are. They help you find your way back to the place you want to go or to a new place. You guys can hear some boats and birds. Okay, we're continuing to walk down the pier. And as you can see in the distance, to the left, that way, Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is one of the Great Lakes, and it is the second largest of the Great Lakes. So here you see a couple more landmarks. You see the beach, and you see those hills? Those are called dunes. It's another great landmark. Okay, and another great landmark is right out there at the end of the pier. That is a little green blinking light that tells the boats where to enter the channel. There's one on each side of the channel. There's one, green and white, and there's one, orange and gray. This is how ships know to come in between those two lights. Okay, so again, landmarks. So here you have the dunes. Those are hills made of sand, and they move a lot. They move because the wind blows the sand away into different places. Ooh, here comes the sailboat. It's a windy day, it should be perfect. Okay, and again, we're looking at landmarks. What do you guys see off there in the distance? That's the first landmark that we talked about, the lighthouse. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a fun fact for today. Right over here, underneath this sand, can you guys see those two pieces of wood? That is part of a ship that sunk. And underneath this sand is the rest of it. It showed up because over the winter, Lake Michigan hits the sand so hard that it takes a lot of the sand away and moves it. That's called erosion. And when erosion happens, things move, just like the dunes move because of the wind. Wind is another form of erosion. As you can see, all this wood that's been washed up on the shore, that's because of erosion too. So let's think of some landmarks in your area. Where do you live? If you live near Sailor Park and you go to Sailor Park Elementary School, you have a great landmark called the Busy Bee Bakery. Sometimes I get those from my teachers and take them to them. If you live in Covedale, you have the Covedale Library, and you have your Covedale School, and you have a couple of high schools near you, Dater High School and West High. If you live in Avondale, you have two great elementary schools near you. One is South Avondale, that's a great landmark, and Rockdale. You also have the rec center and the library, and you have a dollar store too. Let's think about other places. In Mount Washington, if you go to Sands or Mount Washington Elementary, you guys have that great water tower and a library right next to it, and a Kroger and Chuck the Barber. You guys have great landmarks there. So what I want for you guys to do, I'm going to show you. We've made a map of our landmarks here in Michigan. I want for you guys to do the same thing. Have your parents help you and have them help you make a map of the landmarks near you. So again, we're walking back. On my right, I have the beach and the dunes. On my left, I have the channel. Lots of rocks on both sides. That's to keep erosion down so that the pier will stay where it is and not fall into the water. And there again, off in the distance, you see our number one landmark, the lighthouse. So if you were to just keep your eye on the lighthouse, you would be able to find your way anywhere, even if it was dark. So again, we've returned to the lighthouse. Now we're gonna map it out. So while we were walking, my son was creating a map based on our landmarks. So here they are. So this is the map that he's created. Do you see any of our landmarks on there? Walk to the TV and circle any of them that you see. I'm gonna go over some things that you see on the map that might look kind of funny. Okay, so right here in this corner, you see something called a compass rose. This tells you what direction you're headed in. You see the little blinking light. You see where I showed you the shipwreck and the dunes and the beach. Okay, up here in this corner, you see a map key. This is something that you should see on every map. This will tell you what certain markings mean. So for example, you see there at the top, you see those kind of wave shapes. Well, take a look over here. You see the same wave shape. If you look back over here, you're going to see that it says that's the big lake. You see these? So if you look over here, you're going to see that same thing. These are safety devices. If you see these three little lines, that's a ladder. The bigger lines, that's steps. Okay, I even put the little potty in there. Well, Ian did, not me. So take a look. I want for you guys to circle some landmarks. So as you can see, you can map about anything using landmarks of your choice. You make the map, you create the key, You use the directions and you tell us what landmarks you want to look at. So create your own map and enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.